Hey guys, it's Alex,
And Angie.
and let's make a baby.
So I might do a little bit more of the talking tonight than usual because unfortunately Alex is sick now, probably with the cold I had a couple weeks ago.
Just a cold, everybody. I've been checked out by 3 medical providers today.
Yeah, so she doesn't have the coronavirus. Um, but yeah, it's been a while since we have been on here to talk to you guys, mostly because I was basically just waiting for ovulation day for my fertile window. But since the last time we were on here, a few things have happened. Around the time when my fertile window was coming up, we started reaching out to our donor and trying to set up days for him to come over. And at the time, he started off with saying he was really worried about the coronavirus and didn't feel like we should be trying to conceive at the time. So we were kind of upset about that. We really liked the donor. We had already had the contract done. We had all of his STD tests, his sperm test, all of that stuff. So it's kind of a big ordeal to find another donor.
Yeah.
And then he did come around and say that he would be available to help us out. And then the next day he texted us and let us know that his grandmother passed away and that he would be going out of town for her funeral. So
right during our fertile window.
Yeah. So we immediately got online and we're just like, hopefully we find someone for this cycle. At the same time, we didn't want to just find anybody.
We're still picky.
Yeah, still picky. And because our first donor kind of set the bar so high with all the information he gave us, we kind of wanted that. At the bare minimum, we wanted to have a contract with our new donor. So we actually did find a new donor just in time.
This time, we had checked the Facebook groups. We tried the app, Just a Baby, but we ended up finding our donor on
knownregistry.com.
knownregistry.com.
Yeah. So
super hard to navigate, but there are good potential donors on there.
Yeah. But yeah, just to set your preferences of your search location and things like that, it's pretty difficult, but it's worth it in the end, I think. And we started communicating with him. My fertile window started Tuesday. We started communicating with him on Wednesday. And he put it out there. He was like, well, why don't I just come over tonight and we can take care of all the legal aspect of it. So we ended up doing the contract. And we use notarize.com,
Yep.
the same that we did last time. So they use a Zoom call. It was $45 because this time we notarized 2 documents. And yeah, they verify your identity with your driver's license, and then they ask you some personal questions that only you would know about either vehicles that you've owned or homes you've lived in, things like that. And we just decided, since I was at the beginning of my fertile window and he was coming over anyway, we asked him, well, can we start the insemination tonight? And he was like, yeah, sure. So we really liked him.
Yeah.
He actually came over with a bunch of family photos of his mom, his sisters, his brothers, childhood photos of him. And so that was Wednesday. And so we did the first insemination that night. The things that we've changed this cycle is I started taking Mucinex the first day of my fertile window, and I will stop taking it tomorrow because today is actually ovulation day. So I've been using the ovulation test strips, the Easy at Home OPK, and I started tracking immediately after my period finished this month because I wanted to track for the entire cycle because it's my first time tracking with the OPK. And I got a positive peak test yesterday. I can actually show you guys. I use the app Premom on my phone, and it shows you. Oh, I don't know how well they can see that, but no, let go. So on that side, it shows you where the peak is, and then you're supposed to. There, I think that's a little better.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's really easy to use. It's free to download. And then you take a photo of your test strip and it tells you where your peak is. And then people suggest to inseminate 12 hours after your peak and then 24 hours after that. So tonight will be 12 hours after the peak.
Yep.
But we also inseminated yesterday and the day before because we wanted to cover the whole fertile window.
Just cover all our bases.
Yeah. The other thing we do is I bought pineapple, so starting tomorrow I'll be eating the pineapple. There's a chemical in the core of the pineapple that's known to help with implantation. Trying all the wives' tales this month, so hopefully it results in a positive. And another thing we discovered, which is probably a really big beginner thing, is that I'm not sure that I've been inserting the soft cups correctly.
Yeah, we did a lot more practice this cycle, so that hopefully we're putting them in more correctly. It was new to both of us. We had never used soft cups before, so it is a good idea to practice before you go and try the method with sperm.
Yeah, and how I actually discovered the right way to put it in, I never even knew where my cervix was before. This might be too much information, but nobody told us this. So last night, well, at the end of last week, we did some searching online of videos and things on how to find your cervix. And last night, after we inseminated, I'm like, I found my cervix, and the soft cup was not around it. So I realized that I had done it wrong, and that was probably one of the factors that played into us not getting pregnant last month.
So here's to this month working.
Yeah. So I figured out how to put them in right. I did it a couple of times today. So I'm definitely feeling more positive about this one. And like I said, today's ovulation day, and we're going to inseminate in about 20 minutes. Our donor will be over here again. And then we're going to do it again tomorrow as well.
And we will update you all on the process.
Yeah.
All right. Talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Let's make a baby.